So when you have injected $100 and 60% it is $60, 40% it is $40. Now we will talk about exactly that 60%. How does it help you? Your 60%, which is $60, will be divided into 4 coins, and your first buying amount is $15. Wow. Now your target for the day is $1.8, and that will result in a month in $45, which is obviously that is plus or minus 832 rands. If you injected $500 plus or minus 10,000, now you are looking at your 60% being obviously that is $300, 40% that is $200, and your 60%, which is $300, will be divided by 4 according to the 60-40 rule to minimize the risk in the market. And your first buying amount will be $75. Now, your first buying amount here, it's going to be obviously $75, which is your target for the day is $9. And if you hit your $9 daily, it will result into $225 in a month, which is plus or minus 4,162 rands. Now, if you go for $1,000, 40% will be $400. 60% will be $600. Now, it will be divided by 4 coins, which your first buying amount is going to be $150. Meaning that your first buying amount is sitting on $150. Your target for the day is $18. Once you hit this $18 consistently, so you are sitting at $450 a month, which is 8,225 rands. Ladies and gentlemen, you decide to inject on your Binance $3,000, your 40% will be $1,200, and 60% will be $1,800, which is going to be divided by 4 coins for you to have your first buying amount of exactly that is $450. Now, this $450 will be what? Your first buying amount. Your target for the day is $54, meaning that you hit this target, you are sitting at $1,350 in a month, plus or minus 24,975 rands. Wow. If you can still hear me, please type 111 on the chat. I really appreciate it. Now, of course, if you've got a question here, you can write it on the chat as well. That would be much appreciated. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't end there. If you inject $5,000, which is plus or minus 100,000, it means that your 40% will be $2,000 and your 60% will be, thank you, leadership, all the leaders that are responding, will be $3,000. This will be divided by 4 coins so that we can have our first buying amount. How much is our first buying amount? Our first buying amount, it is exactly $750. Now, if you're sitting at $750, it means your target for the day is $90. For you to hit $2,250 a month, which is plus or minus exactly 41,625 rands in a month. It is 100% doable, ladies and gentlemen. You do this, you're good to go. No issues at all. Who has made this money? You. With our guidance, and you follow the 60-40 rule, you are sorted. Sorted, no issue at all. Now, we'll talk about the strategy to execute this without any issues. So maybe we'll use just 2 examples here. And we're not going to use, we're just going to use 2 examples here without any doubt. so that this will help you understand exactly where we are and how can this benefit you 100%. So if you allow this to benefit you 100%, you should be sorted. No issue at all. And I'll ask you to help me with the calculator and also to help me to calculate, obviously, everything that I'll be sharing so that you can grab it and understand it and all that. So you can choose what exactly you want to benefit from, and you can hit these results. This is the previous month performance. If you look at this account, it hit 71%, which is very, very awesome. This was last month performance. Obviously, this was very minimum, but it did achieve about 1,221 in terms of rands. And you look at this account, it achieved about 3,000. This is 3,200 rands. And look at this account, it achieved about 2,756 rands as one. So fairly not so much, not big accounts as one. Look at these accounts, it hit 75% in terms of returns, which is $1,154 plus or minus 21,349 rands, which is very, very powerful. Look at this account in a day, not in a day. In a day, it hits about over 3,000 rands over there, which is today, I believe. And obviously, at some point, just a few days ago, it did hit about, let's say, over 5,000 rands or so. If you look at it in just 6 days, 19,000 in just 6 days.